Hello all and welcome to my next video. Today we're going to be taking a look at the WWE Elite Sid. This is from the SummerSlam wave. It's Elite Series 86. This is from that famous SummerSlam match, I want to say in 92? Where Sid was the referee, special guest referee. Referee in the SummerSlam 91. Oh. Yeah, that's right, because Flair wins the belt at Rumble 92 when Sid and Hogan have their moment in the Rumble. Okay, so I was off. Yeah, so this is a young mullet Sid coming out of WCW. I can't remember if he was on a solo run in WCW by this point, or if he was still part of the Skyscrapers. I know the story is basically that like Vince McMahon saw him and thought like he was money, so they signed him, and he got a big push right away. He got thrown into this referee spot. He was going to do a program with. He was kind of pseudo built as a next Hogan, but ended up doing the heel thing. So is what it is. But yeah, we have Sid. I actually think this is a decent wave. Funny enough, I'm making this in a post WWE Bray Wyatt-less world. He was released, so but we have Triple H. I actually saw the variant at my Walmart in the red pants. I thought about getting it and I didn't, but I've seen purple and red at my Walmart. We have The Miz, Carmella, Seth Rollins, Sid. I like the Seth Rollins. It's a throwback to Rey Mysterio's Halloween Havoc Phantom gear. So pretty cool. But yeah, we got Sid in the referee outfit. Yeah, anyways, I like Sid. I'm probably in the minority there. I just think he's like a cool looking dude. I'm not trying to say he was a great wrestler per se, but I just thought he looked cool and everything. Not this Sid particularly. I like Master and Ruler of the World Sid. We do have a SummerSlam kind of backdrop there. But Sid, when he came to WWF in the early 90s, he was over. Just kind of a little history lesson here. At the Royal Rumble 92, which is one of the greatest Rumbles, if not the greatest Rumble of all time, where Ric Flair went in at number 3 and won the WWF title. Later in that match is Sid's like the second to last guy gone. I think the last 3 are Hogan, Flair, and Sid, if I'm not mistaken. And Sid basically turns on Hogan and eliminates him. I think they were like acquaintances up until that point, and then Sid does the turn and eliminates him. And the funny thing about that is, when you watch it, I don't know how it is on the network or Peacock or whatever you might watch it on. I don't think the network's a thing here in the States anymore, but Peacock or whatever. I know for a long time, when he goes and he eliminates Hogan, you get these loud boos from the crowd. Those were piped in. In 92, when Sid eliminated Hogan originally, that crowd popped. It was one of the biggest cheers of the night. People were really into Sid at that time. And I think there's a lot more people hoping Sid would kind of be the one to end Hulkamania than they kind of let on. Granted, it's a bit of a changing history, because it was a pay-per-view. WWE just edited it and made it seem like Sid got booed and then showed that on TV. And that placates things. But if you actually watch that live, like a live recording of it, that crowd pops for Sid. Same thing with WrestleMania 8. At WrestleMania 8, there were big Sid chants. Like, it was not a pro Hogan crowd. So Sid was big in the early 90s. Like, he was really going somewhere. And then he left, and then he came back. And same thing kind of happened. It's weird that, like, Sid keeps kind of getting into that position where, at that point, Bret, I believe Bret Hart had taken time off. The Diesel kind of almost year-long run didn't really work. And, I think Bret had the belt, and then Diesel had the belt, Bret won it, and then Shawn won it at Mania 12. And Shawn's title run kind of fizzled. It's not this great run some people kind of remember it being. The match he won it in, that Iron Man match, is very iconic and everything. albeit maybe overrated if you want to think about it. But I'm sorry, I'm just holding this. I'm trying to get through like history here. But come SummerSlam '96, the crowd is like against Shawn Michaels, and Sid is the one to challenge him. Sid had come back; he had been his bodyguard, and now he was a heel, and he was going after Shawn. And that crowd was a completely pro Sid crowd at Survivor or at Survivor Series '96. I might have said SummerSlam earlier. I apologize. Survivor Series '96. That is a pro Sid crowd, and they pop big when he wins that belt. It's pretty amazing. And he was the heel, and he comes out and he's doing the who's the man thing and giving fist bumps. It's wild, and like Sid played it up like he was a face kind of too. So it's a pretty wild thing to kind of see, and they're just booing Shawn Michaels and like everything he does. So Sid kind of and a couple of different times got put in a position where he was actually kind of getting cheered more than the other guy he was working with, who was supposed to be getting cheered, and then it kind of just fizzles out. I mean, he won the world title, but I think he loses it pretty quick, and then he wins it again in early '97, but then loses it at Mania 13 to Undertaker. I guess Sid's just one of those guys that I think a lot of people really like him, even though they'll admit, like, yeah, he was never a great wrestler, but for whatever reason, he's charismatic and crazy enough that people always like him. So I think that's kind of Sid. Sorry I held that there so long like that. I just wanted to kind of get through and not get sidetracked as I was opening. Comes with open hands. We've seen these a lot lately. There we go. With almost every figure, it seems like these days. Just got the other one. We got an open hand. We got a finger point. Oh, I can already tell something's wrong with this Sid. Just by the way it's coming out of the package. Hold up. Hopefully not. But it looks like it is going to be an issue here. I don't have a like 95, 96 Sid with the vest, the jacket, and the like just the black trunks. I want one, but I've struggled finding one for a good price. But I do want that like smiling, grinning psycho Sid basically, because this is Sid Justice, and then you get Psycho Sid later. But yeah, here we go. He's got his referee gear. He's got the black pants. Comes with an open hand. He's got the mullet. Looks good. This is Velcro, so the thing will come off. Underneath this, he is wearing a singlet, like a kind of like a Steiner Brothers singlet. To be totally honest with you, I'm not going to take it off. I'm hoping that if I pull these down, I am going to try to get these off a little bit here. Okay, it doesn't look like... my big thing was on like the trunks, he was going to have some staining because, you know, we've had it with robes. I didn't want it to happen with the pants here too. But yeah, he's wearing a singlet, if you can tell. There's the straps. He's wearing a red singlet underneath. For a little while there in the early 90s, Sid was wearing singlets. I don't know why. Because by the time he's at the Rumble 92 and WrestleMania 8, he's wearing those blue trunks. So I would have liked a blue trunk Sid. I think we have a basic Sid like that. But I think an Elite would have been cool. But this is cool. I didn't have a Sid before, so this is my first Sid. Glad to have it. He looks good. My issue, if you can't... one, he's got some high pants there. So yeah, the whole referee outfit's removable, and he's got knee pads under here. You can kind of see through the thing to see the red knee pads. But my issue, he's got a loose torso. That sucks. Actually, what's kind of holding it in place is the tight shirt. I think if I took off the ref shirt, he'd be even more wobbly. So that sucks. That kind of tends to happen for some reason with these singlet wrestlers. I don't know why. You'd think that would be something they kind of fix. But I think it's a pretty good likeness. Young Sid, I like it. I think it's good. He's definitely big. He's definitely tall. So yeah, I think it's a good choice to have. If you're gonna do SummerSlam, make that Sid with the referee outfit. I'm cool with it. I hope we eventually get like early '90s Sid, but in the blue trunks. And then I hope somewhere down the line we get another mid '90s Sid with the black trunks. That'd be cool. Since I missed out on it the first time, I kind of would like a re-release of that. So big question. Let's see if Sid wants to stand. Oh man, maybe not. Oh, there he is. Okay. So yeah, he stands. Cool. Is what it is. Yeah, other than the fact that the referee pants look like some high tops, like he's just like, man, like those are really high up. You can just see all the ankles. But cool figure. I like it. Like I said, I haven't had a Sid before. I'm sorry if you didn't like the wrestling history rant at the start. As you know, I love wrestling. To this day, it's like my favorite thing. So when I start talking wrestling, I kind of don't shut up. So apologies if you don't like that. Sorry, kind of not sorry, but it is what it is. So yeah, my first Sid figure. I hope we get more. I know there's not a whole lot of different variations to Sid, but an elite version of the blue trunks would be cool. And then some kind of re-release of the black trunks, maybe with a different head sculpt, would be pretty cool. So yeah, thank you, and I'll catch you guys. Well, first off, before I leave here, this is pretty much the last thing for the from that mailbag, the previous mailbag, and the Target finds and everything. Mainly because I don't know when I'm going to do the Turbo Man unboxing. I mentioned in the last video that I'm trying to find my old Turbo Man. It's in my house in one of the storage totes. I just don't know which one. So I like every day I kind of go through one to see if it's there, and then it's not, and I'm like, okay. But eventually when I do find it, I will do the Turbo Man unboxing and do the comparison. So I don't know when the Turbo Man unboxing is going to come up. And if I can't find it after a while, I'll just do the Turbo Man on its own, call it good. And then if I find the old one later, I'll pull them both out and do a comparison video. But that's going to be it for the Sid video. I will catch you guys in the next video.